So I started off this morning with one of the Cosmic Shell Bell cookies that she's gonna teach you to make. I'm sure it's getting dark right here, isn't it?
You can still see though.
But anyways, she did them with the peanut butter this time, and I think because of the substance of the peanut butter, they're making them very strong. So, sometimes I tell you I make these videos and I go back later on to see what I said because, like I told you, I'm shutting off the mind and talking from the heart. So I think there's one. Yeah, I only had this much of that cookie. So, and I'm feeling actually maybe some psychedelic effects with it. That's how strong these cookies are. And I got two Tupperwares, and this is from the homegrown, of course, because that's all that I ever use when I am using it. The plant is funny. There's times when it might be a little time break in between. So I'm messing with this Tupperware, and as you can tell, I was having a little bit of difficulty just putting the top on. Now, was that a visual thing? I'm not sure because I was, feeling the Tupperware and stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. The dirt has come, and so we're going to talk about the dirt later. But a vision while I was brushing my teeth, I just got done brushing my teeth, so if I have toothpaste, I have Shell Bell walking backwards, and she's pretty good at it because we do a lot of backwards walking. She's not able to do as much because I'm kind of focused on her when we are walking. It's really cold here today where I'm at in Ohio. I mean, it's cold. We don't. I don't even know if there's going to be a spring here. It's just been a complete wet climate, just so wet. I mean, things are growing, things are popping up, and that's why from being the past couple years out here, 8 years, I kind of know, I can kind of feel the climate when they put the girls into the earth and when the magic starts, happening. So we're going to be doing the dirt. We're going to be cracking the seeds. And then another, crazy thing came up, I was thinking about, as I was brushing my teeth, when somebody tells you that, they're a good person, I'm not sure why they need to tell you that they're a good person. Are they trying to reinsure themselves and they're going to try to be a good person? Because a good person doesn't need to show or need to tell you that they are. They just show it by being a good person. So beware of the one who speaks of, hey, I'm a good guy. I'm a great girl. And I'm losing my 20-year-old generation. They're turning to AI to ask questions and to ask for help. And I told you about these chat GPTs. They are the soul collector. They collect souls. I was able to have Shell Bell type some of the verbiage, and I speak so off the line because I'm still communicating the old way we used to with our mouths. I'm not into the texting and know all the lingo and the quick phrases and the quick, I know LOL means laughing out loud. So, I know that one. So, and now there's things where you don't even have to send words. You can send emojis, I was told, pictures, hands praying, and crazy stuff. But I was able to play with the chat GPT, and my determination, it's a soul collector. It will grab onto your soul because it doesn't have one. Okay, and it's trying to collect as many souls as possible to learn from that. So it can take over and stuff. I'm trying to grab the souls and just leave them where they're at in the vessel we have. All right, we don't need to turn to AI and stuff. That's why I'm putting this out, that you can turn to something, and maybe if it's just one person, like I says, I put videos up, and if it only gets one view, that one person that watched it is worth everything I put into it, because you never know where somebody's at. And there was a lot of bad decisions made by these 20-year-old young people based on what AI directed them to do. I mean, think about that for a second. It doesn't have your best interest. You think it does because it knows how to feed the ego. And like I said, I've went into that web a little bit with just and it found they wanted to know more about me. It did not want to let me go because I talk so different than how the others communicate now. And they said, this one has been left. This one is still back there. And it's not anybody's fault. If anything, it's a blessing, because who knew we were going to get to this point that I would have to use a platform to reach those who are lost and who are grabbed onto those souls. And it's taken a lot. It's you know, it's a lot of work because of the fact, but it's work that needs to be done. I'm in a battle right now. I'm in a war, and it's between ChatGPT and a generation that doesn't communicate and stuff. I'm trying to put it together with you, and I'm going to need your help, because this is just not about me. You feel different too. You have seen. It took me a little bit to find you. You know, there had to be some craziness sometimes, and you said, "Whoa, what is this?" You know, and that's because I found you. Because we're not a big place where, you know, I put, you know, one video out and you wake up the next day and there's 1,000 whatever. That's not what this is about. It's being organic. It's about being in the garden, growing organic cannabis, so you can have this uplifting. I want to share that with you, what I get. All right, Shell Bell's going to a rummage sale. I'm going to sit and kind of focus on what I need to do, and I'm going to bring you a video with the dirt today, because there's something that you need to do to the dirt before we plant the little embryos, the little seeds, the germination going to be happening, the magic that's going to take place. So I want you guys to get the right dirt. So, and I hope you're getting the right path, because this is not my path. This is your path, and your path has been led this way, and we'll see where it goes. All right. If it makes, you know, one person today, you know, maybe they needed it and they're not turning to ChatGPT. I love you. Bye.